Hello everyone, this is Dr. Cui. So in this video, I'd like to talk about one of the trap question. What's a weakness of our program? So actually, I would see that sometimes some interviewer will ask us about this question, and also I actually found this question from the Reddit forum, but I personally didn't have any interviewers that ask me this kind of questions. Still, we need to prepare for it in case you will be asked. So as I mentioned, be careful. This is one of the trap questions. So you don't you cannot see any you don't the interviewer or program director probably don't want to hear anything about the negative comments from your mouth if you really want to match their program, because they want to be the number one program in your heart, and if you, and also they want that program on your top list as well. So uh, they want it to be perfect in your mind. So you can compare this question to another question like what's your weakness. So as I mentioned, you definitely don't want the program know your weakness. The same thing is here. The program don't want to hear anything about their weakness. I would say that. So, based on the question for what's your weakness, you can definitely talk about uh, something like unimportant. As I mentioned, probably my cooking sucks. My families, my daughter or my wife don't like the flavor. I cook of the meal. I cook it for them. Something like that. It won't hurt your application. So the same thing as here. So you can talk about something unimportant to related to their program for their weakness. And also, in order to do better for that, you definitely need to do some research on their program. You need to know their strengths and their weakness, and just keep in mind that don't mention about those weaknesses, but you should have an idea about that. And as all I mentioned before, find a little tiny drawbacks from their program or something unimportant, or just see no weakness, or just you can see that I can, to be honest, I cannot find any weakness from your program because you have a lot of, you have following strengths like first one, second one, a third one. That's why I want to choose your program, and definitely want to join your program in the future. So in my mind, your program is perfect, something like that. And the key thing is don't be trapped by this question. So here I will give you my answer for this question. Okay, Dr. Cui, can you tell me what's one of the weakness in our program, and you want to tell me? Uh, Okay, so actually, I didn't expect you asking me this question, um, to be honest, I really don't think you have any weakness. Also, you are the number one in my mind. You are the number one program in my mind. That's why I want to join your program and stay in this city, and because of several reasons. First, I'm looking for a program who can offer me a solid clinical training. So that's why, and I can see that your program definitely can meet my expectation. And a second one, I'm looking for a program who can offer me some opportunities to do some research in order to continue my project. So I see that your program also has a lot of research and professors doing the same do the same similar research area as my as mine. So that's another important reason I want to stay. I want to join your program. A third reason because my families have been living here for many years, and we don't want to move, which is another biggest one of the biggest reason I want to join a program. So to be honest, I really cannot find any weakness from your program. Instead, there are a lot of strengths and advantages in your program that have drive me to pursue, to drive me to join your program. So you can see that in my answer, I actually did the opposite. I didn't see that there's any weakness in your program. Instead, I just tell them because your program has several advantages and strengths, so that's why I want to join your program. So I hope you can get some information from my answer and will do well in this question as well. So good luck.